A few years back, I started working with a business consultant to help our company grow and get more clients. We'd been running some ads, but they weren't really doing a whole lot. So his first couple of questions to me were, who are you running ads for? And who is your ideal client? And in my head, I was thinking, who cares about that? Just help me run some ads or fix our website or whatever we got to do. Let's just get this going. But I quickly learned how wrong that mindset was because as he explained to me, in order to reach and resonate with people who would be your ideal client, you've got to know who they are. If you could describe your perfect client in detail, who is this person? And if you don't know that, well, you've got a lot of problems. Because if you get this wrong or you don't know who it is, you're not going to be able to successfully generate leads and revenue for your health and wellness business through podcasting. This is an absolute must. I came across a health and wellness podcast recently, which had been around for a while. They were publishing episodes consistently, but they didn't seem to have much of a following. And as I was trying to dig into this problem and see what could be the reasoning here that they don't seem to have more of an audience, I noticed an issue with the podcast content. It's not clear who the podcast was for in a very problematic way. Because some of the podcast episodes were geared towards industry people in the healthcare space, talking about industry things. And then other episodes were geared towards patients, like giving health advice and information on procedures. So basically, in the same podcast, we are talking to doctors one episode and patients in other episodes, which begs the question, who exactly is this for? Who would subscribe to this? It's really not clear who this podcast is for, and that can absolutely cause your listener numbers to suffer. We have to know who our ideal listener and client is, and then filter our marketing, our messaging, our content through a lens of their perspective, deliver exactly what is most interesting and valuable to them, your ideal client. And now with all that said, what is the lesson here and how do we do it properly? Okay, so we know how not to do it. So the lesson, to summarize, is that everything you do, the podcast, the Instagram content, your newsletters, LinkedIn posts, everything you put out needs to be useful and valuable to your ideal clients. You can't create content for your ideal client if you don't know who they are. And when you do know that, you can make the content specifically for them because you understand their struggles and their goals. They will see your content and hear you speak and immediately know this is the person who can help me. This is the person that's going to help me solve my problems. This is the person I want to do business with, right? There's not going to be any confusion. They will want to follow. They will be engaged. And of course, our hope is that at some point they will become a paying customer for your business. You can start by looking at all of your existing clients or some past clients and see who out of these were the best, what were the reasons. Go talk to them, learn about their goals, what motivates them, what are their desires, what are their struggles. And when you understand those things and you can use that same language, then we can really start crafting our message and our content for those people. It's not a guessing game. This is not stuff that you should be just making up in your head, and you don't need to. You can actually go and talk to these people and figure it out and know exactly how to talk to them. Listen to the language that they use. You can do some research as well. But once you understand this, you can craft all of your content towards those people and get rid of any content that's not for those people. Make sure that the guests you're having on are going to be providing value to your specific audience. Make sure the subjects you pick are going to be valuable to your audience. Otherwise, don't put it out. Okay, but you absolutely need to be clear on this stuff. Otherwise, you're just not going to go anywhere. You might be podcasting for a while and just realize, I'm not getting that much traction. I'm doing everything that I think is correct. I'm promoting it, but it's just not really happening. Well, if you find that you're not speaking to anyone specifically, they're going to see that as well. And you're going to have a whole bunch of people who come across the podcast and just end up thinking, it's not for me. The problem is when everyone thinks that it's not for them, then no one thinks it's for them, right? So we want to really get specific on who these people are and let them know through our content and our messaging, and you'll start to see the results.